You were perfect in your ways from the day you were created, till iniquity was found in you. Iniquity was found. It was not created by God. God made Lucifer capable of choice. For love without choice is not love, it is programming. And in that capacity, pride entered like a serpent into paradise. Records the fivefold. I will. That became the manifesto of hell. How you are fallen from heaven, O day star, son of dawn. You said in your heart, I will ascend to heaven. Above the stars of God I will set my throne on high. I will sit on the mount of assembly, in the far reaches of the north. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will make myself like the Most High. 5 times I will. 5 declarations of self-exaltation. 1. I will ascend to heaven. He was already in heaven, but he wanted to go higher. Dissatisfaction with God's placement. 2. Above the stars of God I will set my throne. He wanted to rule over the angelic host, not serve them. 3. I will sit on the mount of assembly. He wanted God's seat of authority, the place of divine counsel. 4. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. He wanted to surpass the very glory cloud of God's presence. 5. I will make myself like the Most High, the climax, usurpation of deity itself. This is the essence of sin. I will replacing thy will. Every sinew and I commit traces back to this root. Satan did not sin because he was tempted by another. He was the first sinner, the originator of iniquity. He sinned because he looked at himself until he forgot who made him. 1 Timothy 3-6 warns that a bishop must not be a novice, lest being puffed up with pride he fall into the same condemnation as the devil. The condemnation is pride. The devil's sin is the template for all sign. The devil's sin is the template for all sign. Every sign begins when I will replaces thy will. By the abundance of your trading you became filled with violence within, and you sinned. You became filled with violence within. Your heart was lifted up because of your beauty. You corrupted your wisdom for the sake of your splendor. Trading the Hebrew rakala implies going about, trafficking. Some scholars believe Lucifer began to trade accusations against God to the other angels. Why does God alone deserve worship? Look at my beauty. Look at my wisdom. Is God so insecure that he demands all glory? He began to merchandise discontentment. He became filled with violence within, and he sinned. And your heart was lifted up because of your beauty. He fell in love with his own reflection. He looked at the gifts instead of the giver. He began to worship the creation. He worshipped himself rather than the Creator. This is why Romans 1:25 says, the essence of fallen humanity is that they exchanged the truth about God for a lie, and worshipped and served the creature rather than the Creator. The gift replaced the gift. The Creator alone deserves worship. To be continued. Next, the Angelic War. When heaven became a battlefield, what happened after Lucifer's rebellion? How did 1/3 of the angels fall? What was the war in heaven really about? Don't miss the next episode. Subscribe for the next chapter. Share your thoughts in the comments. Share this with your loved ones. Like if this message deepened your understanding of Scripture.